Good morning, we're back. Just left the gym, did some cardio. I'm feeling great. It's good to get that heart pumping, get the blood flowing, and you just feel different. It's just something about doing cardio. I do cardio about 2 to 3 times a week. Very important, do cardio. Don't believe that shit they tell you about you're gonna lose your gains and all that. Do some cardio before your pecker stops working and you have a bunch of issues. But check it out. When I got to the gym, I was thinking about this, and it's something I learned. Talent is cheap. Talent is cheap. You might have been born tall, right? 7 foot tall, and you could dunk the ball. That is not impressive. You just might be a strong guy. You might just genetically have a 6-pack and you didn't earn it. Talent is cheap. You know what IQ is? IQ is potential. That's what that is. IQ. That's why it doesn't correlate to income and success in life. Why? Because it takes more ingredients than that to bake a cake, right? It's not just flour. So when it comes to IQ and success and your finances and achieving anything, you gotta have consistency. You gotta have good habits. You gotta be confident. There's a lot more ingredients. So that's why you'll have somebody with a lower IQ achieve more success in life than someone that has the greatest IQ and can freaking put a rocket on the moon or on Mars. Just the way it works. But talent, I was thinking about it earlier. I've relied on talent for many years of my life. In sports, in fitness, in work, and everything. We rely on talent so much. And people that rely on talent, they get beat by those that have somewhat of a talent, but they're willing to put in the effort and be consistent and work every single day. You understand? They'll beat you. They'll outrun you. It's not enough. You have to put everything in. So the reason that we have that in being average and mediocre is like a disease in the world right now, because everyone relies on their talent. Everyone relies on how they were born. So I talk to people that are 32 years old, 35 years old, and they don't have any story. They talk about, in my days, when I used to play sports, or when I used to do this, or I remember when, you're strong, you have a 6-pack, you're all jacked. It's like, oh man, I remember, I used to be jacked when you were 11. Like, get the fuck out of here. What do you, like, and it's because they never did anything. They rely on their talent. Some of you guys don't have any accolades at all. You rely on the success of your family, of your parents, or of just some kind of success you had in school. That sucks. And the world is lying to you. You need to exceed, and you need to do something with your life. And no one wants to hear about your grandpa, okay? Or what you did 20 years ago. Your little or a profile picture that you have, put one of you are, how you look and who you are right now. I'm tired of hearing about all this shit about what you used to do, or you're talking like you're 90 years old and you're 35. Like, get out of here with that shit. You have to do something. Stop relying on talent and stop relying on the success of other people. I know a lot of guys that haven't done shit, and they wouldn't be shit or be nowhere if it wasn't for the position their parents put them in, their family put them in, or anything like that. Or just they rely on chance, and it's nothing. And then they surround themselves with average people and mediocre people to make themselves feel good, and then they lie to themselves. Take your shirt off. Go look in the mirror. Okay? You're probably overweight. You think your wife likes that? Let me tell you something about women. Don't listen to what they tell you. Watch what they do. And that applies to people in general. They'll say, oh, I like a dad. Don't believe that shit. We're reading all these articles and all these memes about dad bods are attractive. It's bullshit. It's a fucking lie. Stop. We see and hear what we want to hear, so then we feel good about it. We keep buying bigger shirts and bigger clothes. Stop buying a bigger shirt. Stop it. You need to get in shape. You need to change your life around. The shitty car you're driving. You're right. We don't need anything. We don't need anything. But people lie. We have desires in life. And it's okay to want a 6-pack, to have nice things, to be attractive for your wife or your spouse. Like, stop lying to yourself. Look in the mirror. Okay? There's nothing pretty about that shit. Go get some sun. You got like 3 colors. I'm preaching to myself. I need to get some sun. You got a farmer stand. You have a big ass gut. All right? Put the beer down. Put the chips down. Self-control. What have you done? Tell me your story. If your life was a movie, would you watch it? Oh, but my grandpa. Oh, but my dad. Oh, but when I was 12. That shit don't matter no more. What matters is right now. What you're doing right now. Because talent is cheap. We're born with talent. Beauty, women are born with beauty in most cases. Men, a lot of times they're born with the success. There's this saying that I've heard that says, my grandpa rode a camel for that my dad could drive a Toyota, and my dad drove a Toyota if I could drive a Range Rover, but my son will ride a camel. It's because people play it safe. They achieve, or they're born with these things or in these positions by chance, and then they ride that wave, and then they lie to themselves when they've really just wasted their entire life and their potential away. Now, it's gonna take more than work. It's gonna take consistency. It's gonna take confidence. We're baking a cake, right? It takes a bunch of ingredients. Then you need heat. It applies to us. That's the formula to success. Good habits, okay? A healthy lifestyle, confidence, somewhat of a level of intelligence, a desire to be different, okay? You can't just be running with the herd like a zebra. Zebras, they have stripes on them. And when they're in the group, it's hard to point one of them out. They all blend in and fit in together. You can't do that. You gotta do something different if you want to have different results. It's so simple. I didn't understand these things when I was younger. I didn't understand them. Luck, it's a game of probability in life. And the more you work out, the more chances you can have a six-pack. The harder you work, the luckier you get. You got to show up and stop riding on the accolades of your family or of things you did a long time ago, man. Because talent is cheap and it's not enough. All right, I'm out.